Thank you. Look at my boy. This is my boy.
And it
I didn't just
led
check,
you
I
back
triple
to the
checked.
time when you were on a break.
I triple checked,
Can I
Your Honor.
please,
I did it in my
Your
head.
Honor?
I got the calendar in my phone. Led me back to exact. I'm like, no, Lord, you can't be telling me this is the exact
We're on a
time.
break.
I think we're gonna get married when we get back home.
To me when I was a baby. From day number one, I had been wanting to tell him. My conscience was eating at me, it was killing me, but because we were in such a good place, I didn't want to ruin everything that we had. So that was my perfect opportunity. I didn't want to continue lying. He asked me directly, so I wanted to make sure that I told him the truth. I told him,
My baby, here's her paperwork. And he showed me the paperwork and it said 15 or 17 weeks or something like that. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, y'all.
No.
Mr. Brooks came to the court to prove to his ex that he is in fact the biological father of her 18-year-old son, Mr. McDonald, despite her persistently implying that he is not.
Mr. Brooks, you summoned your ex-girlfriend, Ms. Gooley, to paternity court to prove that you are the father of her 18-year-old son, Mr. McDonald.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Gooley, you admit you cheated on Mr. Brooks all those years ago and are here today to prove to Mr. Brooks that he is not the father of your son.
yes, Your Honor.
Both of you are desperate for these answers because you've recently been reunited with Mr. McDonald, whom you lost custody of at the tender age of 1. Mr. Brooks, why do you believe Mr. McDonald is your son?
The day he was born, I took her to the hospital. I drove her to the hospital. I was there. I watched him cut her open. I watched him pull my baby out. I watched him cry. They couldn't get him quiet. I told the doctor and the nurse, give me my baby. And I said, E-man, this daddy, I'm here, baby. And he shot up. And that's when I knew he was my son from day one.
Both the plaintiff and the defendant didn't seem to agree on anything.
Ms. Gooley,
Yes, ma'am.
how long was that relationship?
10 years.
Was it a committed relationship?
No, Your Honor.
It was not.
No.
Did
You're
you
lying.
consider yourselves boyfriend and girlfriend?
I mean,
Yes.
he wants to be there for my child, but he knew that there was another man that was
No,
at
I
my
didn't.
house all the time.
That's a lie.
And he used to take Fred to work. and
How
come
you gonna
back
take
to
me
the
where I had
house.
my own damn car?
What point did you decide to tell him? Because you had said, admittedly, I let him believe this was his biological child.
A year ago.
It was a year ago?
Oh, it was not.
Yeah, it
Your Honor.
was.
As soon as that baby came out my stomach, I looked at Fred, and the first thing out my mouth was, "Is he yours?"
You a lie.
In the hospital?
You a
As
lie.
soon,
No,
when
you didn't.
before they even cut the cord.
You ain't say nothing.
Wait a minute. So when they pulled the baby out, you looked at him and said, "Is he yours?"
Yes, I did.
She
You
lying,
said that
Judge.
because what?
It all got pretty serious when it was revealed that they both lost custody of McDonald at the tender age of 1 over Miss Gooley's drug addiction.
January the 23rd. Because she called me, told me, get the kids out the house. I said, for what? I said, they finna go to my cousin anyway. I took the kids down to my cousin, and that thing, 3 police cars pulled up and defects. They told me they come to get the kids. You're not getting my kids.
They came and got the kids in the first place because Fred, Mr. Brooks is the one that called defects on me because he wanted
How
to
am I
take
called
my
defects?
kids.
That's my family.
He
Why am I break my own
wanted to
family
take
up
my
for?
kids away from me. That's why
That's a lie.
defects was called.
So let me be clear. You submitted to the court. At this time, you were both battling and having significant challenges with drugs.
No. Her. No. Tell me what you do.
It don't
But-
matter, I don't do it now.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was deemed at that time that the children should be removed.
Miss Gooley even raised doubts about Mr. Brooks being sterile.
But you know what? Truth be told, after 10 years of us being together and not using condoms or any kind of protection, why did I get pregnant?
So are you saying you don't believe Mr. Brooks can even father a child?
I don't think so, no.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any other children?
No. I know Demarion is mine. I know that. That's my boy.
The judge revealed the result. and all the eyes in the court started getting teary as the family got the much-needed closure.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Brooks versus Gooley, when it comes to 18-year-old Demarion McDonald, Mr. Brooks, you are his father.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Look at my boy. This is my boy.
Feels good, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Infidelity soured the relationship of the plaintiff, Mr. Pierce, with Miss Cavell when it was revealed that he may not be the father of her 1-year-old son, Julian.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes,
you are summoning your ex-fiancée, Miss Cavell, for a paternity test to prove that her 1-year-old son, Julian, is not your son.
That is correct, Your Honor.
You claim Miss Cavell deceived you into believing you were the father, and it wasn't until Julian was 6 months old when she finally confessed she had cheated and you may not be the father.
Correct, Your Honor.
Now, you're suing for fraudulent misrepresentation, am I correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
That you cheated around the window of conception, but you still say you have no doubt Mr. Pierce is your child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you feel about being dragged into court today?
I'm a little upset. I want to prove that he's the father. I want to show him that I have been telling the truth. I know I made a mistake, but I've been paying for it every single day since I've told him.
Mr. Pierce was all heartbroken, as this was not the first time it had happened to him.
So, Mr. Pierce,
Yes, sir.
you believe this was truly necessary because you have doubt, am I correct?
Correct, Your Honor. I just, it's happened to me in the past before. And I just have this doubt, and it's killing our family. It's killing the relationship I do have with the kids, and it hurts. It truly hurts.
I can see that it really does.
And it's happened to me before. I mean, going back 10 years ago, I've had the same thing happen to me. I had a lady get pregnant, a young woman get pregnant. I was 18 years old, but she told me at the time that it may not be my child. But I still was a man that stepped up to the plate, went to all the appointments, went to the birthing, and still took care of that kid. And at 6 months old, me and the mother weren't together. We were separated. She wanted child support. 6 months old, they forced me to do a DNA test. I said no, because the child looked exactly like me. As you can see, this child looks nothing like me. And with the other child, like I said, it was a spitting image of me. It came back negative.
Miss Cavell kept making petty excuses and shed crocodile tears throughout the whole trial.
It really hurts me. I know I made a mistake at one time. We were both going through an emotional roller coaster at that time period. I made a mistake one time. I understand that my son looks nothing like him, but he looks identical to me when I was a baby. From day number 1, I had been wanting to tell him. My conscience was eating at me, it was killing me, but because we were in such a good place, I didn't want to ruin everything that we had. So that was my perfect opportunity. I didn't want to continue lying. He asked me directly, so I wanted to make sure that I told him the truth. I told him.
How did you end up in the arms of another man?
After I lost that baby, he was very supportive on and off while I was in the hospital. I didn't feel like he was
there.
I didn't feel like he was there for me. You say you were there. You might have been there physically, but not emotionally. You were not there. And the other guy was asking me, are you okay? Have you, we miss you at work. I felt emotionally like he was more there for me. And when we hung out the one time, just one thing led to another, and I got to be.
How do we know that's the only time, though?
Mr. Pierce demanded a lie detector test for Miss Cavell, along with a paternity test for Julian.
Can anybody just say any couple words and make you feel good?
Go ahead and take the lie detector test. It was only one-time thing.
And I want a lie detector test. I mean, even after the baby, if he does prove to be mine, how do I know that it's not happened any other time? I mean, 5 minutes away from home, and every day there's something. Oh, I had to take this person home. Oh, well, I had to stay and finish this. Oh, we got busy, I had to do this.
I do my job.
And you cheated with one of your ex-coworkers. How am I not to think that time that you're coming or working?
Do I not ever bring time punch slips home? If you
Not
ever
all
have
the
a
time.
question,
I mean, I don't want the time
because I
slips.
understand.
That's not.
It all came down to the results.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Pierce versus Cavell, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pierce, you are Julian's father.
Yes!
Ms. Cavell met with a licensed polygraph expert, and she was asked, Ms. Cavell, have you had sexual relationships more than once with the man you cheated with? You said no. The lie detector determined that was the truth. Ms. Cavell, you were asked if during your relationship with Mr. Pierce, had you had sexual relations with any other man besides the one you admitted to? You said no. The lie detector determined that was the truth.
To establish whether or not Ms. Zakari's 15-month-old daughter, Hannah, was his child, Mr. Thomas petitioned the court for a DNA test.
Mr. Thomas, you claim you've been petitioning the court system for a DNA test for 15-month-old Hannah Thomas for more than a year now. Now, you've been notified that you will be paying support because you signed the birth certificate, but claim it was under false pretenses. Ms. Zachary, you claim Mr. Thomas is the father of your daughter, and it's time he step up to the plate and bring your family back together.
Yes, Your Honor.
The drama regarding the date of conception further complicated the situation.
Her and Kaya were separated towards July, maybe for a couple weeks. August, we got back together, you know, towards the end of August, beginning of September, she told me I feel pregnant. And we went to buy like maybe 4 or 5 pregnancy tests that
Your
day.
Honor, I found out that I was pregnant. This is my results at the doctor. This is my proof of pregnancy.
And what did he say when you handed him that?
He didn't have much to say. He just said, oh.
No, Your Honor, I never received any paperwork, Your Honor. She said she was between 3 to 5 weeks. I believed her with 3 to 5 weeks. We got back together in August. We were having a lot of makeup sex, you can say. So I'm like, okay.
In your mind, and you say, if this baby was conceived in August,
Yeah.
then I am more than likely the father.
I was more than likely, I didn't have any doubts that it was my baby. Here's her paperwork. And he showed me the paperwork, and it said 15 or 17 weeks or something like that. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, Your Honor.
No.
The way Ms. Zakari put all the blame on Mr. Thomas and the whole fuzz of whether they were or were not on the break annoyed everyone in the court.
Because as you were in that doctor's office and saw the calculation, and it
I didn't just
led
check,
you
I
back to the
triple-checked.
time when you were on a break.
I triple checked,
Can I
Your Honor.
please
I did it in my
speak, Your
head.
Honor?
I got the calendar in my phone. Led me back to exact. I'm like, no, Lord, you can't be telling me this is exact
We were on a
time.
break. We had been on a break for over a month and a half. We got back together the end of July, beginning of
Rakaya's
August.
a dirty fighter,
and that's
Your Honor.
when
We've been
I
together almost
conceived
6
my
years.
child. He destroyed his family from the beginning. You had doubts, and that's why you're here. Because you kept on saying you didn't know if she was yours. And I was honest. I told him that it was a
Your Honor,
possibility.
Rakaya's a
Because-
dirty fighter. She's a dirty fighter. We just can't
Right.
fight.
The court permitted them to take a paternity test, and when the results came, the outburst rocked the court.
Legal basis cause to order a DNA test. I want you both to immediately go and submit to that testing, and we will reconvene for the results. Are we clear?
Yes.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Thomas versus Zachary, when it comes to 15-month-old Hannah Thomas, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Thomas, you are her father. Great news, right? I'm so happy for the both of you.
Mr. Fisher stepped into the court heartbroken to know whether the baby girl he was raising was his own or if it was of the man with whom his fiancée, Miss Doyle, cheated on him with.
Mr. Fisher, you claim you made the biggest mistake of your life by signing the birth certificate for 2-month-old Sophia. You say your fiancé dropped a bomb on you just 1 month ago and admitted you may not be her father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Doyle, you admit to making the biggest mistake of your life by cheating on Mr. Fisher, hoping and praying he is Sophia's father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fisher broke down and brought tears to everyone's eyes while unfolding his side of the story.
I love Brittany and I love Sophia to death. They're my world, but she lied to me. She kept the truth from me and it kills me. I hope I am Sophia's father. It all hurts. Bad. The day that I found out she was pregnant, she had threw up like 3 or 4 times because she was feeling sick. We purchased the pregnancy tests, went back to the house. She took them. One had a faint line, and then one had both lines. And I was happy. That was the best day of my life. When she was giving birth, I held her hand. You know, I felt like I was the dad, which at the time, I was pretty sure I was. But I held her. I kept telling her, push, push, push. I want to see my baby. I held her. I signed the birth certificate and everything. I thought it was my baby. I had bad dreams at night because of it. I wake up every morning and look at yours and Sophia's face, and y'all are what keep me going.
Miss Doyle expressed her guilt, but it didn't make up as an excuse for what she did.
And I should have told you earlier, and I'm sorry. But it's nothing that we can change anymore. I felt guilty. Like, it was inside of me saying, hey, I need to tell him, just so that he knows. I feel bad every day, and I live with what I did. And it was a mistake, one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life. And I wish I could take it back, but I can't.
Before the judge unveiled the results, Mr. Fisher confessed his feelings in front of the whole court.
Let me tell you this. You ain't gotta be guilty about it no more. I know about it. And I know you're sorry. Just don't hold it on me no more. That's my baby no matter what. And you're my wife. I love you.
The results held the key to their happily ever after.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics in the case of Fisher versus Doyle. When it comes to 2-month-old Sophia Fisher, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Fisher, you are the father.
I think we're gonna go get married when we get back home.